Okay, what's up guys? If you're wondering how we captured that insane shot that you just saw all on my own, that's what we're gonna be showing you guys in today's video, because we're gonna be shooting an entire action B-roll sequence, but to make it even more challenging, I'm gonna be doing it on my own, a solo B-roll. I'm gonna be filming myself riding the electric bike that we got recently. So we got some crazy ideas that we're gonna be doing, some pretty outlandish ones. Hopefully we're actually gonna take the phone and gimbal home with us, because some of these things might just destroy them. Today, we're gonna be shooting on this. This is the Zion Smooth X2. It's an awesome little gimbal for mobile phones. It has some really cool features like this selfie stick that you can pull out, and that's going to help us a lot in today's video because we can get shots of ourselves while we're doing things. We're going to be shooting on my iPhone 11 Pro, and that paired with the Smooth X2 is like a killer combo for getting super cinematic mobile footage. So let's get started. We got some really fun stuff to do. Recently we got this really cool electric dirt bike bicycle style thing. I'm gonna make a whole video on this later, but for today we are gonna be cruising this thing around in the forest. That's gonna be our B-roll scene. It's gonna be me filming myself riding this, which is gonna be a little tricky. So let's see how we get going. The first thing we're gonna do, like always, and the thing I recommend doing when you guys are filming by yourself, is getting some shots of your environment, just so we can introduce some movement into the shots, because a lot of the shots are going to be still locked off shots purely because we are going to be filming it ourselves. We're going to have to put this down a lot of the time. One of the really cool things about this gimbal, as I'm just setting it up here, is that it has some crazy tracking features, and if you go into the ZY Cami app, which is what you pair to the gimbal, you can not only control your phone from here, the zoom and the record and all that, you can also smart track objects, which is ideal for filming solo B-roll because we can put it down, track ourselves, and it's going to follow us around. So that's what we're going to be doing for some of our shots. So our first clip is just going to be like a kind of scenery shot of what's going on here. I'm not going to get the motorbike just yet. I'm going to get a nice wide shot from over here, and because later on in our video we're going to be filming looking this way and moving left to right, I'm going to start off right now by moving left to right as well. Just get this nice establishing shot and the sun kind of flaring out and revealing. I'm gonna do one more. That's super cool. And then I'm gonna get one much more zoomed in one, and I can use this little zoom button on the side here to zoom in and swap between the lenses. I'm gonna get a really close up one of these logs and little brush fern things over here. Looks quite cool, just to give the viewer a better idea of where we are. So I'm gonna do a nice left to right. Something like that. And then maybe one from further back. Nice foreground in my shot. Even a little rack focus. And I think that's gonna be cool. And then we can move on to actually getting some shots of the bike, and I can get one from down here, and the light is looking really nice with the sun behind it. So let's get just a kind of little pan like this, and then I'll do one from here, kind of behind this grass. Super cool. And now that we've got some of those moving shots, I'm gonna get a shot that actually has me in it. And the first one we're gonna do that has me in it is just a very simple shot of me walking towards the bike. I'm gonna get on it, put my helmet on, and then we're gonna swap to some selfie close-ups of the same thing. And I am gonna just walk in like this. Filming stuff of yourself, it's a little bit tedious because you got to keep it going and do a lot of the same things over and over again. So for this next one, I want something that's gonna show something more personal in my face. From that last shot, I can cut to this next shot, which is gonna be a selfie of just actually showing me putting that helmet on. So I'm gonna keep it here. I can use this selfie stick just to get a slightly wider shot. I wonder if I wedge this over here. I could use 2 hands. Like that. And then, yeah, because that's going to help with the continuity, I'm going to be using 2 hands again. So then the last thing that I'm going to do before we actually start riding is that I want to just get a couple of shots, a couple little detail quick shots, like turning the key on, get maybe a shot of this headlight and give some of that glare, and then 1 shot of me pulling the throttle and actually like riding away. So I think the way that I'm going to do that, I'm going to keep it in selfie mode so I can kind of see what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep my hand out of the way. I'm going to do 1 continuous shot that's going to go from the key right here and go key, headlight, swap hands, and then come to the throttle and go throttle. Okay, that's gonna work, and we can use some speed ramping to like move it around. That's gonna look really cool. I'm gonna get 1 more shot of me actually just riding away. So what I'm gonna do is put the camera right here behind the wheel. Hit record. Super simple on this one. I'm just gonna kick that up and ride away. For this next shot, I'm gonna leave the bike up there, and basically I'm gonna be riding past. And what I'm gonna try and do, and I'm making this really challenging for the Smooth X2, but I'm gonna try and track the bike and select it and then ride past. Even though I'm gonna go behind these trees, it might not keep up with me and be able to track me after the tree, but even if it doesn't, I'm gonna get that section really nice. So we're gonna keep it like that, and we're gonna keep it quite wide because I want like a big wide shot. Our next one's gonna be quite close. Basically, I can just select the bike like this. It gets the bike, I can hit record, and then go get on the bike, and hopefully it keeps following me as I ride away. Dude, that is so impressive that it like tracked me past this huge tree and kept it going. I'm hoping that shot looks really nice because I wasn't sure if it was going to be good enough tracking to actually do that past the tree. That's amazing. This next shot is kind of crazy and the one I've been scared about. Basically, I built this very high-tech / very ghetto like little pulley thing, and we're going to tie up this piece of string. This is going to be attached on the string going downhill, and we're going to tie the gimbal onto this little screw, and then hopefully the camera is going to follow me down the hill and track me and get like a full moving, sliding, tracking shot of me actually riding down this hill. I have no idea if it's going to work. You guys probably have a better idea than I do because you would have seen it in the intro if it did work well, but it's kind of sketchy, and the biggest risk is that it might not stop going and just smash into the tree or whatever we tie the string to at the bottom of the hill, maybe smash the whole thing, but hopefully it's going to work. Basically, it's going to be sitting like that, and this whole rig is going to be sliding down the hill. So let's set up our rope and see if we can actually pull this shot off. The idea that we actually have for the shot, we're going to tie it to one of these top trees on top of the hill, and there's this cool like little ledge that I'm going to ride past and kind of go down here and end up ending down there. Dude, that's gonna be sick. Dude. That is gonna work. We got this rig set up and it's not going too fast, which is good. I'm gonna try and just put it on the widest lens possible. And basically how I'm gonna do it, we're just gonna go for one. There's no other way about it. I'm gonna look back a bit. I'm just gonna push it out. Let's see what happens. You ready? That shot is looking super, super cool. Like, it's not going as fast as I wanted it to, so I'm overtaking it, but that gives us a nice opportunity to, like, as I leave frame like that, we can get another shot of me entering into frame. We're gonna call this shot done and move on along here, try get some other nice tracking shots of us riding through, and then we're gonna be done pretty soon. Really stoked with how this little string, like, ghetto boss job worked. So because I shot out of frame on the last shot, I'm going to kind of frame myself up here that I'm gonna shoot into frame from the same side, and then those two clips are gonna cut together really well. And I can sort of just shoot right past and then ride off into the distance. I think that's gonna look really, really cool. To cut to our next shot, we're gonna be doing like a selfie style shot. So I'm gonna extend this, and I don't really need to see the camera itself, so I'm going to use the main lenses just because they're better. And what I'm going to try to do is keep my hand nice and low, keep this out here like this, and it should hopefully not really see what my hand is doing or anything. It will look like it's just filmed from in front of me. Oh my god. So for our final shot, I'm gonna try to get a nice high shot and wedge this in the tree here and just get a shot of me riding off into the distance. I'm gonna shoot it a little wider than I want, and then I can digitally crop in and have a keyframe that slowly punches out for the end of our video. So let me see if I can balance this in here and risk our setup once again. Hit record. And now I'm basically just gonna ride in from off a frame and just go woof off into the distance, and that's gonna be our final ending shot for our solo B-roll. That is gonna be it for all of our shots that we need for this B-roll scene. Let's take a look at the actual video that we were able to capture once we put an edit together with some like little tricks, techniques, some music and all that stuff. Let's check it out. Okay, so that is the video. I hope you guys think it was cool. It was really fun shooting some of the unique little ideas. Maybe it sparked some creativity for you guys to come up with some like weird little fun ideas to try at home. Remember that if you guys want to check out the Zion Tech Smooth X2, this is an amazing little mobile gimbal with some crazy features. It's going to be linked in the top of the description. There's some awesome little things about it, like how it folds down. It even has a little light attachment on the side where you can attach this light just with magnets. So legit, so satisfying, and it has little different color temperature covers for over the top if you don't want it to be just white. This thing is super cool, really budget friendly, but it still offers a huge amount of value. If you guys want to check it out, like I said, in the top of the description. That's gonna be it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.